let's get into the upcoming season. X-Men Origins of Apocalypse season start today, March 3rd, 2026. Wow. We get ourselves a new mechanic in the game. I don't know if it's new. I feel like it's just a new thing that I feel like Dormammu opened the door for this.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of how End of Turn became its own category of card.
Yeah.
And then we were like, wait a minute, there were already some End of Turns, but it didn't become its own thing until the First Step season. But I remember when we had those cards that would affect End of Turn, like, wait a minute, that's an End of Turn card. That's an End of Turn card.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Objective introduces a brand new way to play Marvel Snap. Debatable. The new keyword gives you a quest to chase down in the middle of the match, rewarding you with powerful effects once you complete it. The best part, the card tracks what you've done all game, and progress can be checked if the card is in your hand or in play. If the objective card is in play, the game will resolve all other effects, then check to see if the objective is complete. If the conditions are met, the ability will trigger once per game. So, here we go. First up, card En Sabah Nur, 4 cost, 5 power, premium pass series 5 card. The objective, have a full front row at each location and transform into Apocalypse Celestials Chosen. Apocalypse Celestials Chosen, 4 cost, 8 power, is an on reveal, swap the lowest power card in your front row at any location with a card from your deck. So, okay, yeah, going from a 4-5 to a 4-8, all right, that's a decent change. Having a full front row is not as hard as you would think it would be. You got to get 6 cards out there, but there are ways to get 6 cards out there pretty easy. It's Shauna the She-Devil. You drop her out there, and then, or Squirrel Girl, or something to fill those first 3 lanes, 6 cards. You're going to meet this objective.
And of course, that with Shauna is reminiscent of when she served as Horsemen of Lust.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, in the X Factor Kazar crossover.
Those were some racy 90s issues. You talk about a bad girl era.
There you go. Yeah. They just brought in Frank Cho to draw her. Somebody else. Walt Simonson was doing the rest of the issue, and then they just brought in Frank Cho.
It was a jam piece.
Yeah.
Anyway,
before you start scouring eBay, that didn't happen. Maybe it should have.
Maybe. The on reveal here, I put down here, it almost feels detrimentally random. Because
it could be.
You got your cards out there. Now, granted, with Shauna She-Devil out there, and she's throwing all these cards, who knows what you're going to get anyway. It's already random.
Yeah. Or Squirrel Girl.
Right.
Probably be trading in cards that wouldn't be great. Now, if you have Captain Carter on your front row, that's not one you'd want to. Oh, well, it's lowest power. So
yeah, it's lowest power.
And debris in her rocks.
And yeah, that actually, all right. Anyway, I don't know. It's pretty random. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, the objective is cool. The on reveal is cool, but I don't know. You change your 4-5 into a 4-8. I'm not sure not sure the juice is worth the squeeze. Although I guess it's basically like Lockjaw. So,
yeah.
And an 8 power Lockjaw. So, and if you, I don't know. I'm not sold. It's not bad, but I don't know that all that effort is worth the payoff.
Yeah. Okay, next up.
But maybe if you're cycling cards through, like with Blink and Lockjaw and stuff like that, maybe it does.
Yeah, what's going to happen is I'm going to see about the 3rd game, this thing is going to come out there, and I'm going to be like, why didn't I see this coming? Okay. All right, now I understand why people are going to use this card. Next up, though, is Isca the Unbeaten. 4 cost, 3 power, super premium pass, series 5 card, end of turn. If you're losing this location, double this card's power. I don't even know what to say here. This is going to be how.
That's the card I wanted, and that's why I should have gone for the seasonal series 5, but I didn't.
I don't know how this card is not going to win a lane. The only thing, basically, your opponent has to sit there and, gosh, I don't know. She's already a 4-3. You've got to let that lane sit there I don't know how you can win the lane. I really don't. I'm sure there's going to be a way, but you're going to have to take her out. It's the only thing I can think of to do. You got to figure out some other way to like.
Oh, you can drop Red Hulk or maybe even Infinite or somebody like that. You can load it up with points, but that's the problem. You're going to be worried about that, whereas your opponent has Isca sitting there and just adding points. Now, especially if you preface her with Forge or Galacta.
Yeah.
Of course, to really get the full effect, you're going to need Galacta, Isca, and pretty much every formidable woman in the Marvel Universe's best friend, Zabu.
Yep.
That's the card I want. Isca was one of the coolest characters, or one of the coolest ideas to come out of the Krakoa era. Specifically, Arakko, the ancient mutant society that Apocalypse was from, where apparently Apocalypse was too chill and soft for them. Yeah. So anyway, she's like, I think in the dev video they said she was Apocalypse's wife. She's his sister-in-law, I believe.
Okay.
She's not his wife, but she's like related to his wife. But her mutant power is that she cannot lose.
Really?
That's her mutant power. And so like there was this huge war going on, and the people of Arakko knew they were destined to lose it when Isca suddenly switched sides.
Oh, no. Oh,
because it wasn't even that she wanted to, it's because they were going to lose, so she had to. But I won't spoil it, but if you want to see the coolest use of her power, and it didn't work out well for her, but X-Men Red, this is the second volume during the Krakoa era, where Arakko the mutants have taken over Mars, and Arakko has a society on there, has the coolest moment with Isca and one of the best moments in the entire Krakoa era.
Okay. All right, then.
Where X-Men, I think I've said it before on here, Sunspot has always been a character I could take or leave, unless Al Ewing's writing him.
Mm-hmm.
Al Ewing writes X-Men Red. Sunspot's a major character in X-Men Red. And the confrontation between him and Isca is one of my favorite moments in comics in the last 10 years.
Nice. Very nice. She was introduced during this era?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a previously unknown mutant society that Apocalypse was a part of and was, I think, not the last survivor of, but the last remaining representative on Earth.
Okay.
They went to another dimension. Stuff happened. It was all pretty dramatic until a year or two later, they found another previously unknown ancient mutant society. What are the odds with this new mutant nation on an island for the third time in 20 years? Isca was one of the more interesting characters to come out of that, and X-Men Red #3 has one of my favorite comic moments in recent memory.
Very cool. All right, well, next up, Juggernaut, Horsemen of War. 2 cost, 2 power, objective. Have 6 different powers among your other cards in play. And if that's the case, if you've met it, you get +6 power. I wrote down here that this might be tough to hit, because I feel like this is going to be a situation where we get our first buff to the card, nerf to the objective, where they reduce it a little bit.
Yeah, they wouldn't necessarily work well together, but if you're mixing up powers, Sage would be a good one to put in this deck.
Oh, yeah.
She gets a bonus for different powers. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I guess you'd want people who could alter power somehow. I don't know if maybe Marvel Boy might mix it up a little bit. Forge.
Man, Marvel Boy might.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to maybe Sunspot, because he'll have his number will be changing. I don't know. Yeah, it could be interesting. Or maybe with Gilgamesh, when you're trying to boost everybody up, so it could alter the totals a little.
Right.
Or, Superior Spider-Man. I don't know. I'm kind of making it up on the fly. Well, I'm throwing ideas out, because if you combined everything I said, you wouldn't have a full deck. But yeah, I could see that being interesting.
Gambit, Horsemen of Death, 3 cost, 3 power, objective. Play 5 total cost of created cards. Randomly destroy up to 4 total cost of enemy cards. I don't think that's a hard objective to hit.
No.
4 cost. Initially, it sounds like, oh my gosh, 4. And you're like, okay, well, wait a second. What could that potentially be? 1 cost and a 2 cost and something else.
This is a card that you'd want to kind of hold on to, because what jumps to my mind is it could really mess up if you're trying to play En Sabah Nur could wipe out some of those low-cost cards that your opponent was using to build their front line.
Yeah. Right. Take out the weenies.
So, yeah, I could see this being kind of disruptive, and the objective doesn't activate until it's played. So you could have way over 5 costs, but then you play it on the last turn. Who knows what it knocks out? I don't mind an apocalypse-themed
season.
I question some of these Horsemen choices.
Yeah.
I don't even remember Juggernaut being the Horseman of War. That's fine, but remember when the Hulk was the Horseman of War?
I do remember that.
And Gambit, yeah, I guess you gotta, but that was just so weird. I don't even think people talk about Gambit being the Horseman of Death anymore.
Yeah, why not? Why not Angel?
Oh, that's a good one. Or I was thinking, I forget which one he was, but I think at the same time Gambit was a Horseman, Sunfire was a Horseman, and that brought Age of Apocalypse Sunfire's look into the regular 616.
Oh, really?
But of course we don't have Sunfire, so I guess that would be weird if we got that. But he was Famine. So okay, so yeah, you could have had that, but we'll get to who the Horseman of Famine is, and it makes sense, but I don't remember that one either. I would have gone with Sunfire. Once again, Second Dinner did not consult me.
Yep. Ridiculous.
Hard to believe. But yeah, you're right. Angel is the
now,
we've got a few variants.
I was going to say, when you look at the ability that they did here, it's clearly, for Gambit anyway, that's very Gambit specific.
Although that's more of Gambit's power. His power when he was Death, I can't, it's been a long time since I read that. Wasn't one I particularly wanted to revisit, but I'm pretty sure it involved him, generating some kind of mucus.
Okay. That's nasty.
Yeah, he gains the ability to convert air into toxic gas and break down living matter.
Well,
that's according to the AI.
Oh, well, you better double check that.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, it was something like that. It messed with their breathing, and it's like Gambit's whole thing is kinetic energy, dude. That's what every mutant in the 90s either did kinetic energy or guns, or sometimes both.
Yep, usually. All right, next up is Caliban, Horseman of Pestilence, 3 cost, 4 power, objective. Have 3 cards that are 4 cost or higher in play, and then afflict the highest cost enemy card here with -7 power.
Okay, so clearly we don't need to have an alternate, a base version before we have a Horseman. So you still got time. Let's get. Actually, the Sunfire power wouldn't work with Selene, but I don't care. I want that Sunfire in the game. Get on it, guys.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jesse. Would you like to continue doing the show, or just me interrupting you randomly?
I'd like to see something that's going to cause an objective to happen. So I assume that'll probably happen at some point, where we'll get a Jocasta analog for objectives. Is it Jocasta that does the stuff? Okay.
Yeah. And it ought to be somebody who would be perfect for that.
Tell me.
Tempo.
Okay.
She's the member of the Mutant Liberation Front who later becomes X-Men friendly, but she's a time manipulating mutant.
Ooh, okay.
Or Tempest. Was that other Eva Bell? I can't remember. Should be somebody who messes with time. So Tempo or Tempest. Well, yeah, but you always want somebody to mess with time.
All the time. Every time. All day long.
Time after time.
Time after time. I'll start singing. If I could turn back time.
Our Man.
What are your thoughts on Caliban?
Well, it talks about 3 cards that are 4 cost or higher. I say use them with Scarlet Spider. That gets you an extra 4 cost for free.
Okay.
And just like in Web of Spider-Man Age of Apocalypse Special #1, I'm sure you've got that slabbed.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I love using Omega Sentinel, so yeah, I could definitely see this being an effective one, and the Scarlet Spider would help you get there a little faster.
For sure. All right. Selene, Horseman of Famine, 4 cost, 4 power, objective. Have 3 cards with no abilities in play. Steal 5 power from an enemy card here. I wrote down here, would this work with High Evo? And that's a question mark.
It would not.
Okay. All right.
Because Patriot doesn't work with High Evo.
Okay, that makes sense. And then I wrote down Ultron.
Yep.
That'd be a fun one to hit right at the end. Mm-hmm. And then Sinister Brood, Sauron, question mark?
Yeah, the SR on would work.
Because you would knock the ongoing, and I guess that just, if the ongoing's away, then there are no abilities.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Zero.
Zero. Yeah, Zero was another one I had in mind. Any other thoughts on Selene?
I said I don't think High Evolutionary would work, but just go with her comic book soulmate, Patriot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Selene and Patriot.
It's hard to say. They've probably never appeared in the same comic, but there was a Captain America storyline where Selene was the villain, so you never know.
Well, yeah. This is the card. Ramatut, 4 cost, 5 power, on reveal. Use 3 on reveals from cards released before Ramatut's time. Now, did you get an explanation as to what in the world Ramatut's time means?
No.
Okay. I don't know either. I'm assuming it is prior to this card being released.
I would assume, although since he's originally from the future, I was going to say it should be cards released after him, but then he would be useless for a long time.
Right.
So I could put him in my Kraglin deck, but he's also from the future. So yeah, at first I thought maybe they meant revealed before Ramatut was revealed. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's what it is. It would have to be the cards released prior to this season. So that's pretty interesting and also pretty dangerous. I don't think I want any part of this.
Someone said Destroyer. It was a Destroyer.
Mr. Negative.
That'd be bad. It was Destroyer, MODOK, Green Goblin.
Yeah. Oh, hey, let me go back to your list for the worst cards to come out of the X Mansion, because that would probably be it. You don't want my opinion on that one.
Right.
My eternal shame.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it could be fun, but it could also go really badly.
Yeah, I want to see how this goes down. I think there's more of an upswing. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Gosh, it could just be absolute. But that makes the game fun, in my opinion. And
Agent Venom, Bast.
Oh, just ruin everything. For you or for me, one or the other. All right, any other thoughts on this one?
No, that was about it. I just said he's like concentrated nightmare. So chaos. No wonder you like it.
Indeed. All right, our first and only skill card this season, Sandstorm, 2 cost. This is going to be a Team Clash reward. On reveal, add 2 rocks to your hand. Give them +1 power for each of your front row characters. So I wrote down here, goes well with Apocalypse, because Apocalypse is all about doing the front row. This will be right here, we're getting a glimpse as to some crazy stuff that's coming up with some rocks. I don't know. They finally were just like, it's time. It's time for the rocks to have their day. So your thoughts on Sandstorm?
Yeah, that's who it works with best, and it seems like front row is becoming more and more of a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, now here, if you want to play some 4D chess in Marvel Snap, okay, so you got Sandstorm, you got Apocalypse, so somebody's like, oh, what you're up to, so they play Cosmic Ghost Rider, then what? You play Selene, Horsemen of Famine, because suddenly you got 2 cards with no abilities?
Wow, didn't see that coming.
That's incredibly niche, so maybe not, but...
All right, final card, Ozymandias, 5 cost, 9 power. A reward from High Voltage Overdrive. Ongoing, your rocks have +3 power. Oh my goodness. Yeah, come on. Rock on. What?
Yep. Mole Man, Rhino, Debris. It's a champions reunion.
Yeah, is that what it is?
That never happened in any incarnation of the champions. But yeah, those are some folks you would want to use. Also, might make somebody think twice about the old Rock Hawk combo.
It's just,
still trot that out from time to time.
Gotta watch out for that Killmonger, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's a dangerous guy. All right, our locations. Pyramid of Ramatut, end of turn, add a 3 power rock to hand if you have none there. And for a second there, I forgot about the if you have none there. I thought, like, end of turn, it was just going to keep adding rocks to your hand, which what I thought was going to be hilarious.
But it can if you play that rock.
It's just basically a Sentinel that's going to keep popping back into your hand as soon as you play it.
Yeah. Well, let's hope it's featured after you're able to get Ozymandias.
Yeah, that doesn't look to be the thing. I did put on here, I hope that a 3-power rock looks different than a 1-power rock. I want to see some...
It'll have a 3 up in the right.
There it is. Oh, yes, and Bastion Bro. I don't know how I am not going to use Bastion Bro that whole time. It's going to be a blast. I'll take my Sentinels out and just sit there and feed rocks all day long. Okay, anything else on Pyramid of Ramatut?
I'm flashing back to all those extra powerful rocks. If you're concerned about Killmonger, pack Kyera.
Kyera. That's right. That's right. All right. Chronosphere Sphinx. Copy the highest card in your deck into your hand.
That's helpful.
Yeah, that
highest cost. Once again, it's still helpful.
Yeah,
because you want that card, especially. Be nice to use a Thanos deck then.
Oh wow. Yeah, get 2 of him.
Yeah,
I like it. I think this will be fun. It'll be fun to develop a deck around it just to get it legioned. Yeah, I'll be having a good time.
And your note on Eson.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. Okay, there it is, folks. That's our discussion on the upcoming season. Thanks a lot for joining us. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the next installment of Snap Material.